The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time introduced many staple creatures to the fray, like Skulltulas, Freezards, Zalfos, Dekubabas, Iron Knuckles.
Octoroks, Tektites, Levers too.
But one foe stood amongst the rest as particularly dope as Dark Link was actually first introduced in Zelda 2 all the way back in the 80s, but nobody gives a shit about that game, so everyone thinks Ocarina did it first. In any event, this shadow has remained not only many fans' favorite mini-boss, but overall Zelda boss in general. And can I be honest? Sure, the novelty and lore implications of this fight are awesome, and they add weight to this battle alone, but the actual fight,
it's not very good.
which is why with Ocarina of Time Reborn, Dark Link could be taken to the next level, which is what we'll be discussing today. Allow me to set the scene. You walk into a foggy, brightly lit salt flat. A lone tree stands at its center, and all you have is your reflection below you. I remember being extremely confused at this point, and just kept walking. Reaching the end, something feels different. A blank silhouette now stands at the tree's base in the center of the room. It's you. This should stay exactly the same. It tells its own little story within this grander adventure, but also opens up tons of unanswered questions like, is Dark Link a spirit under Ganondorf's control? A manifestation of Link's own darkness reflecting from the water below? Or is it as simple as, well, he's just a cool guy? It gets my mind racing every time I see him. And a cool detail I always liked is that as he takes damage, he becomes less and less of a shadow and gains a more physical, tangible form. What is it? Besides that, as mentioned before, the fight itself is pretty lackluster, so let me offer some ideas that might fix it. What if this time, Dark Link has access to your exact arsenal? Bombs, megaton hammer, bow, long shot, etc. And for those who sequence break, this could either give Dark Link an advantage or an intelligent disadvantage. Dark Link should feel like this imposing, almost brick wall for players. If you weren't good at the game's combat before, well, now's the time. Obviously, I don't want Dark Souls, but we are fighting the shadow of the greatest swordsman of this era. It needs to feel this way. Moreover, what if Dark Link had a second phase, perhaps exposing the creature for what it really is? Maybe Null's Echo? Just kidding, just kidding. But what if? This would actually be really cool, and I recommend you watch this video I made about Null to fill yourself in a bit more. A man can dream. For those who don't know, Null is the villain of The Legend of Zelda, existing alongside the gods in the era before creation. Null has this ability to create echoes of entities he's witnessed, or actively taken some control over. Maybe this is what Dark Link really is. But what do you think? What would you want this fight to be? Should Nintendo keep it the same or expand on Dark Link's combat options and even more phases? Is Dark Link one of Null's many echoes? Discuss in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and bombs, megaton hammer, bow, long shot, etc. Long shot? Yo, what the f is the long shot?